Minister, if you sat in any one of the Liberal-chaired committee meetings, you would not dare come in here and say, I am being partisan. That's offensive. Shame on you, Minister.
Shame on you,
I
Chair,
have been...
Gang, what's up? Aaron, Canadian Looney. We're going to jump right over to some committee action. We've got Shavkat Ali, our president of the Treasury Board, battling Jeremy Patzer. Kelly McCauley, the chair of this committee, has to put the minister in his place, as we've seen. Wait until you see this video. Let's get into it.
Minister, talking about some of the Research Council issues here, I'm just going to ask us a question first, and then we'll get into the research side of things. Do you consider a 34-to-1 return on investment a good return?
For 5. Welcome back, by the way.
I'm sorry, can you elaborate a bit more, please?
For $1 spent, you get $34 back. Is that a good return on investment?
I don't know which word you get that return.
Well, just do you think that's a good return on investment? Would that, like...
That looks unrealistic.
Okay, so the Department of Agriculture has research stations, and the value of those research stations for every dollar that is spent it is a 34-to-1 return on investment on those research dollars, because agriculture is 1 in 9 jobs in Canada, is one of our largest, if not the largest, exports and GDP developers in our economy. And those research stations, because of the work that they do on scaling up crops, they provide, and it's been verified by the University of Saskatchewan and other universities to be about that figure of 34-to-1. Yet you're cutting and close. So Agriculture Canada they're hitting that 15% reduction. We are shutting down the Indian Head Research Station, the Scott Research Station, the Lacombe Research Station. There's cuts to other research stations across the country. When you are, as the President of the Treasury Board, trying to obviously get spending under control, yet about the only department that can brag about having a real return on investment for taxpayers and actually get value out of the work that they're doing, that's the one that's getting the most devastating cuts. Does that make sense to you?
Chair, thank you for the question. I think it's I see one side that our colleague from Conservative, they say you're spending too much. Other side, when you're trying to find saving, you find different excuses. But this, every department was asked. It's not Treasury Board is deciding in what will happen in agriculture. It is the department was asked to submit or find saving where the programs are underperforming. So it is the minister responsible for that department who would have submitted the plan. I think it's if you have any concern, we're happy to assist.
Well, I have a lot of concerns, but Minister, I'm going to defer the last minute to my colleague, Ms. Jansen here. I want her to have the last minute, so I'm going to give no. She gets the last minute.
Yeah, I'm going to interrupt her. Maybe, Minister, you can respond in writing to it, but it's the member's time, and now Ms. Jansen is taking over. No. I could also say it's not fair that you filibuster the timeout. So
sorry, Chair.
Yeah, go ahead.
We ask our witnesses questions. We have to allow them to answer.
There was a question asked, and I did not see a response from Mr. Ali, but he's turned the time. It is the member's time. Oh,
no, he's not.
Minister Ali, that is very offensive. I think Minister, if you sat in any one of the Liberal-chaired committee meetings, you would not dare come in here and say, I am being partisan. That's offensive. Shame on you, Minister.
Shame on you,
Chair. I have been very fair. The time has been turned over to Mrs. Jansen. I've asked, I'm sorry? Okay. What was that, Minister?
You've been unfair, Chair. So
again, I would challenge you to spend a minute in any Liberal-chaired meeting, and then you come back here and tell me that. It's Mrs. Jansen for 1 minute. Please go ahead.
So I just want to clarify, like, there are contingency funds already built into the budget. This is over and above this 50C. So it's not for an unexpected emergency. It's for something you planned, but it wasn't ready. So, I mean, basically, we have a contingency fund in the budget. This $1 billion isn't replacing those. It's extra and being used to deal with spending that should have been planned properly in the first place. And I'm concerned that the answers you gave made it seem like this wasn't extra. I wonder if you can tell me, like, is this actually a contingency fund or is it a slush fund?
Again, my colleague is getting in conspiracy theories. There is a contingency fund in Vote 5, which is 5%. This is $1 billion, and Vote 50 is a fund for Canadian Armed Forces. So if they need any money, it could be used, and it cannot be used without a Treasury Board's approval. And should they use any money, it will be made public. It will come in next estimates in the Parliament. So you will have an opportunity to ask questions, and this is the most transparent process. And this is not something new is happening. It's already that we have contingency fund previously, and then the Vote 50 is just for Canadian Armed Forces, just for Canadians to understand that what is, and you know, my colleagues getting into conspiracy theories. There's nothing to hide in here.
You will note I gave you extra time to answer.
We'll wrap it up right there, gang. Aaron Canadian Looney, like, share, subscribe. Come and get your committee videos right here. We cover other pieces of Canadian federal politics as well. We throw in a world story in there from time to time. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now. Smash the like, hit subscribe.